Welcome to Teaching Orchestra. We're here in the teaching lab, and today we're going to be addressing tone issues, and one of my favorite exercises to do in the classroom is long bows. So we're going to start with 12 count long bows. We're going to be going from frog to tip, and we're just going to try it out with everybody first, and then we're going to put in an accountability measure to make sure that everybody's learning the correct technique. Okay, on the D string, open D, 12 counts down, 12 counts up, frog to tip. Lots of grip on the string. Now this isn't going to be the most lovely, beautiful tone we've ever made. It's going to be gritty, it's going to be gross, but we're learning how to grip the string. Ready? 1, 2, ready, demonstration exercise, you get the idea. So now we're going to split people up, okay? You would split them up by their stand partners or by rows or however you want to do it, but we're going to split them up into partners, okay? We're going to have the outside players go first, and the inside players are going to observe. And when you're doing these peer-to-peer things, you need to tell the people who are observing, the coaches, you need to tell them what to look for. Okay? So the coaches are going to be looking for frog to tip bowing, making sure they're bowling from frog all the way to tip. They're going to be making sure that everybody is staying in bowling lane 2. Okay, so the way I teach, I number everything by bowling lane, and we have bowling lane 1, which would be right here, 2, 3, 4, 5. So everybody needs to be in bowling lane 2. If you have a different system, then just communicate that system to them. We're going to make sure that when they're pressing into the string, that the bow is changing shape. So they press down, and you can see the bow changing shape. You can see the camber of the bow bend. And we're also going to be checking to make sure the string is changing shape and that that's occurring from frog all the way to tip. Okay, so let's have you guys go first. You guys know what to look for? Great. Okay, so you're going to be watching. Okay. 1, 2, ready. Those 4 things. Okay, now we're going to try it again with the same people, and you're going to try to do something a little bit better. Coaches, you're going to see if they're doing a little bit better, and we're going to see if we can make a little bit of progress. We're using that growth mindset. We don't want to go from no technique to perfect technique. We're just trying to have some sort of progress. Okay, ready? 12 counts down, 12 counts up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, go. All right, go ahead and talk about it again. Did they do anything better? Okay, now this is a good time for you as the teacher to go around, make sure that the comments are constructive and make sure that they're addressing some of the issues that you're seeing. They might be addressing issues that you aren't seeing. They might say, well, you know, you were playing from frog to tip and all that stuff, but your bow wasn't straight, you know, it was doing all that kind of stuff. And so you can either encourage that or you can say, hey, let's just stick to these 4 coaching points. Okay, we're going to flip it around now. The inside players are going to play frog to tip. Remember what we're looking for. Looking for bowling lane 2, frog to tip bowing, bow changing shape, and the string changing shape all throughout the exercise. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Good. All right. Talk about it. All right, let's wrap up the comments. All right, let's try it again. Try to do something a little bit better. Coaches, try to point out something better that they're doing from the last time. Again, we're not trying to be perfect. We're trying to make progress. 1, 2, ready, and. get really good at this exercise, we're going to increase the bow speed, which is going to require more grip. So now we're going to switch to whole notes, which get 4 beats, okay? So everybody's going to do whole notes. Frog and tip bowing, you still got to grip the string, you still got to stay in bowling lane 2, you still got to bend the bow and the string. All together, 1, 2, ready, we're reducing the amount of time to play with the full bow again. Let's see if they can keep gripping the string, or we'll see if their bows start to slide. Ready? Half notes. 1, 2, ready, pretty good. Let's try quarter notes now. Let's see if we can do quarter notes. Make it more challenging. 1, 2, ready, grip the string a little bit more. Now we could go on to 8 notes too and see if we could do our grand martelet bowing and see if we can continue to stay with that beat. Let's try it just for fun. Grand martelet, 8 notes. 1, 2, ready, Now this is going to take the most amount of effort to master. You'll see some students that start to shorten the bow length, that kind of cheat on the exercise, and you'll see a lot of sliding going along. And the trick is like getting from one rhythmic value to the next. So if they're having trouble with half notes, go back to whole notes. If they're having trouble with the 8 notes, then go back to quarter notes until they really get a mastery of that. Maybe reduce the tempo when you go to the next rhythmic value to help them out so that they're making progress instead of just practicing the wrong technique. So I hope you enjoyed these exercises on long bows. It's something that I do just about every day in class, and I hope they help your orchestra make a better tone. See you next time.